Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Dave Bluzinski Be a Pro here in NHL 26. So last episode, if you did not catch it, Dave continued his hot play, and he managed to get the Leafs actually to the Stanley Cup Finals, which is quite a big feat, obviously, to get the Leafs to a Cup Finals, but you could see that he did really well against the Boston Bruins, and I think it might have been his best series of the entire playoffs, because you could see we picked up a hat trick in Game 1, didn't do anything in Game 2, but then since then, we've been picking up multiple point games again, so we had 2 points in Game 3, 3 points in Game 4, and then 2 points in a deciding Game 5, so we've been playing some really good hockey, scoring goals, getting assists, we've been even blocking some shots and all that, so Dave is definitely looking like he is going to be a really good player at the NHL level. Obviously, this is the end of his third season, so he's hoping that he could capture that Stanley Cup, and if he does get a cup this season, is there a chance he leaves the team and goes find somewhere else in the offseason? Tough to say, but obviously that will be for another episode. Probably in a couple episodes we'll determine if he decides to leave the team or not, but hopefully we can find a way to get this team the Stanley Cup. Obviously, it's been a really good playoff run up to this point. We're 12-4. We are going to be going up against the Oilers in the finals, and they are 12-3, obviously led by guys like McDavid and Draisaitl. So I'm really hoping we could contain those top guys, because obviously it should be a very heavyweight matchup in that sense. So yeah, I'm hoping that we could obviously find a way to get 4 wins before they do. I do think this is going to be probably our toughest toughest matchup in the playoffs to date. I think this series could probably go to like maybe 7 games, but I think it could go less as well. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as some of the rounds we had before, because if we go to stats here and look at this playoff tree, you can see basically for the Oilers, their route, they took out Nashville in 5 games, they took out the Ducks in 5 games, and the Blackhawks in 5 games, so they have literally lost barely any games. Meanwhile, for us, the first round we won in 5 games, second round was in 6, third round was in 5, so both teams have been really, really good up to this point, and I think since both teams have been so good up to this point, that both of them are going to have a little bit of a tough time in this finals, regardless of what happens. So hopefully we could use our home ice to our advantage. That's going to be the one thing that could help us, obviously, in the early going. So I'm hoping it could push us some victories, and then obviously, hopefully, we can find ways to win on the road as well. So anyways, with that said, let's get you guys' comments. You guys have to say about last episode, and then I think we are ready to go, and we'll get into, obviously, our first of 3 games of the Stanley Cup Finals. So the first comment is from Sarataku, says, this is the kind of playoff performance the real-life Leafs could only dream of right now. And yeah, that's definitely true for sure. This is probably the type of thing the Leafs fans thought was going to happen a few years ago, but never did. So at least they get to live out this fantasy version with Dave, obviously. If Dave was a real player, maybe he'd be just as good, but I don't think there'll ever be a person in the entire world named Dave Bluzinski. If there is, that'd be actually kind of insane, but I don't know how the heck you'd get that last name Bluzinski and stuff like that, but definitely Dave is the main driving force on this team. But if we actually go to like player stats and stuff like that, we've been actually getting good offense from some other guys too, of course, like Matthews is over point per game, Mitch is over point per game, then it drops off a bit, so you can see the top line doing a lot of the legwork, but Nylander's up there. Brandon Carlo's had a really good playoffs, plus 13 with 10 points. We have Tavares up there as well, but the fact that Carlo is leading us in points on defense is not really what I was expecting, but you can see our depth scoring is pretty decent, but most of the work has been from our top line for the most part. So hopefully that continues into the finals. And then from a goaltending perspective, you can see Woll's numbers have been getting better. They didn't start off the best, but since then he's got a 909 now, and he's got a 12-2-2 record. So 2 of our losses have been in overtime. Only 2 of them have been in regulation. So I guess technically we want to make sure that we could be winning in regulation, because if we go to overtime, we don't have as good of a record in that spot. So yeah, so far the playoffs have been good, but obviously there's still a lot of legwork to do. And the last and final comment is from the Leafs fan, who says, let's go. Finally, after many years, the Leafs are back in the Stanley Cup Finals. It feels so good to get that payback on the Bruins in the playoffs. Now we have our biggest test yet with McDavid and Draisaitl, but if there's anyone that could beat them, it's Dave and this year's Leafs. And yeah, it's true. That's definitely the one thing that could stop those type of players, McDavid and Draisaitl, is the likes of Dave and this Leafs team, because like I said, there's been some good players on this Leafs team. Matthews and Marner have been really good. So if our top line outperforms their top guys, we should be able to find a way to win that Stanley Cup and get it done. And then since we might get that Stanley Cup, if we do get it, then maybe we could think about changing teams. If we don't get it, do we want to try and run it back again, depending on what the contract length they offer us is? We'll see what ends up happening with that. But anyways, let's get to the first of 3 games, like I said, and see if we could get off to a really good start in this episode as well. Obviously, it's imperative that we get off to a good start in this series, because if obviously we are down 2-1, 3-0 or something like that going into next episode, we're going to have to play really hard in next episode, and we don't want that. So let's try and find a way to get ourselves the series lead early as much as possible, and that way we could hopefully ride that momentum into next episode and maybe find a way to get that Stanley Cup. So we're definitely going to get a cutscene here with the guys going through the locker room again, I think, which is kind of funny, but obviously I have to mute this consistently, which is annoying. Yep. Oh, man. We got this, guys. It's kind of cool to see the little patch, the Stanley Cup patch on the jersey. So that's definitely going to be a telling thing as when these screenshots were taken for thumbnails and all that. You guys can know that it was in the Cup Finals only. We have so many screenshots of Dave at this point, though. Like, it's kind of crazy how much of them I have still. Like, I don't think I deleted any of the ones I've taken so far. But here we go. Dave leading them out there and set for, behind Wool. So Dave might be looked upon as one of the best players on the team, or if the best player, actually, technically, I guess, because Matthews has been really good too. But I think at some point, if we were to stay here, we could outperform Matthews even. So that's if we stay healthy for a full regular season. But yeah, let's make sure we're playing good. I don't know if I upped Dave's health to max. I think I did before last episode ended, so we should be fine. We should be fine, but let's get off to a good start here and make sure we're containing the right guys. There you go. Nice cut off, Dave. Kind of. There you go. Oh, Riley's back from injury. That's good because I don't think he played at the end of last round. Oh, nice pick off, Dave. There you go. Let's hold on to that for a little bit. Throw it up to Matthews. But yeah, it's a good early pick by Dave. His Marner throws... Nope, he doesn't throw it out front. I thought he was going to get that first. We got to watch out for Torrey Krug as well, because Torrey Krug has been really good from an offensive standpoint on the defensive core for the Oilers. As Dave using that speed to get around Bouchard. Dave looks in, trying to find Matthews, but his shot is blocked. That's a grade A look, but unfortunately can't get that shot on net. Oh no! McDavid with a great chance, and that is turned away. As Dave was trying to go to block that pass, and then somehow McDavid was left all alone by our AI. Alright, quick little shift to start off with. A little bit of a dangerous chance for both teams, it looks like. But so far, no goals, which is better than nothing. Or better than something, I should say. Because I feel like if we get the lead too early on, then obviously there's a lot of pressure on our team. But if the other team scores first, it's hard to come from behind, too. Oh, get him, guys. There you go. Dave just stands in front of McDavid. McDavid still with it. Oh, my goodness. Get it. Oh, my God. Our team can't play defense for the slightest, in the slightest. Like, Dave is sticking right with McDavid here. McDavid then somehow pulls by. And in both of our defenders here, what the heck are they doing? Like, what are they doing? Like, they're not even going to a man at all. Like, they're leaving Draisaitl open on the back door, too. We're lucky that Hyman didn't put in this rebound. God damn. A little bit of a bad start, I would say, for our team. In this one, obviously, there's been no goals against, but our team is not necessarily playing the best against this top line of theirs. We got to be very careful because it's a very stacked top line. There you go, Dave. Block that shot. Even if it's Evan Bouchard, he's got a rocket, but we got to block those shots. Mitch finds Dave. Here comes Dave again. Bouchard's not usually a good defenseman, so Dave throws it over, and for some reason it went to McDavid instead. Of course the game's going to do that. Come on, Provorov. You got to actually try and poke check here, man. You can't just let a guy walk right in. Like, that's what's one problem with our defense is when they basically just try and let people walk right in. Like, they don't even try poke checking or throwing a hit or anything. Like, as a defender, you're supposed to try and actually get it off the person's stick. You can't just keep backing up. Yeah, we're definitely getting badly outshot in the early going. Wool's at least up to the task, but I'm going to go off on another line change here. We're being outshot 6-2. But let's send to our next shift, and hopefully it stays scoreless here. Or our team gets a goal. Nope, no goals so far still. I don't mind that whatsoever, just because our team is not playing the best. But maybe we could start getting some momentum soon. Matthews can't win the draw. Oh, we're up there against our fourth line right now. That's good. That's good. So their first line is not out there, but of course they get possession somehow of the puck. Nice knockdown by Tanev. He throws it to Dave. Dave will walk into the Oilers zone. He'll throw a wrist shot to the net, and Georgiev will make the save. As Georgiev is in net to start the series because Skinner is currently still out. I don't know when he'll return, but Georgiev has had some really good numbers in this playoffs. So, and he's only played 2 games, so we got to be very careful on that. I've never played against him before, I don't think, in the series, so we got to get as much to the net as possible. Dave trying to find that loose puck, but can't, and the Oilers will ice this puck, I think. Yep, they iced it. Okay, good. All right, we're starting to get a little bit more pressure, maybe. Just got to obviously get more face-off wins in their zone, if possible. All right, come on, Matthews. Win this draw, and let's get something going. As not... Yeah, they still have their 4th line out there, I think it is. Like, this is definitely the matchup we want, is up against their 4th line, but also we don't want their first line up against our 4th line. Nice hit, Dave, on Murphy. It was a little bit of a late hit, but still worked. Oh, nice save. I just realized Murphy is in Edmonton in this universe, and in the start of this mode, he would definitely not have been in Edmonton. So it followed real life where Connor Murphy signed as an Oiler, I guess? I don't even know. Matthews to Dave, and his shot stopped by Georgiev as Dave tried to change the angle. He could have went it to the blocker side, but he went to the glove side and gets a really good look there. All right, or at least we're getting some more shots to the net to try and help our team get into this a little bit more. And there is a sim engine goal, and it's unfortunately for the Oilers, though, as Connor Murphy scores first. That's not good. That's not good. I don't like playing from behind, but at the same time, I don't like having a big lead because then our team always seems to flop it somehow. But let's try to tie this one up here. Just keep screening, Dave. Keep screening. Yep, keep going in front, trying to cause havoc. Murphy's like cross-checking me from behind, but no penalty call. Oh my goodness, of course they somehow bank it off me. I was trying to pass that puck way earlier. God damn. Come on, guys, we got to get out of our zone. We can't be down here too long. Yeah, I don't really like how our team's playing right now, to be honest. But it is only game 1, so... But we got to be careful here. Dave looking around again. Dave throws it back to Shea, and that shot is stopped by Georgiev again. Oh, man. Georgiev, like I said, has really good numbers. Like, I think he's got like a 950-something save percentage in 2 games. So we got to take away his eyes or something like that. Because he has been really good despite not being the Oilers' starting goalie, technically. The Oilers' starting goalie has been Skinner. And Skinner's been good, too, when he's been in, so... Scoring goals might come at a premium here. The Oilers, I think, have been just in general a good defensive team this playoffs. Let's cover here again. Murphy again, a shot that stopped. Hyman gets the rebound. Dave gets to it and throws it up. And, of course, somehow Murphy took that away from McDavid. Or not McDavid, from Matthews. I can barely talk. Oh, wow, that was a weird play. Come on, Dave, just put that back in deep. And we're going to go off on a line change while Tanev holds that. I know technically we have offensive possession, but... Yeah, this has been a little bit of a mixed bag of a first period. The good thing is there's still 2 periods left in this game, so just got to find a way to be a little bit better going forward. We have had some shots we've had to hit, but I feel like our defense has really been a little bit weird in this one so far, so let's not let Wool get under siege too much, or else he's going to allow a lot more goals. All right, let's see what happens in the second period, see if we can find a way to tie this one up. Like I said, it would be nice to win some games here early in the series so we could be better for next episode. Here's Dave with it. Dave making some moves, lost control of it. He's got it. He threw a backhander to the net. I was trying to throw a pass, but apparently it went to a shot. Carlo's bomb. He scores! Dave gets an assist on it as Brandon Carlo continues his great playoffs. As Brandon Carlo's got now 11 points in the playoffs somehow. But he gets this goal as Dave will grab an assist. He threw this to the point. Riley threw it over to Carlo, and then Carlo with a bomb with a lot of bodies in front. He beats Georgiev. That's a great way to start off the second period. Big response. Like I said, I was not too sold on our first period, but the second period, we're off to a really good start here. Hopefully we could ride that momentum this entire period. But everybody on our team, I think, touched that puck on this goal, so... That's a great team effort. Just a routine slap shot, but like I said, there was a lot of net front presence, and that helped our team get that goal. Well, that's nice to draw an assist on a goal in the Cup Finals. Obviously, a lot of work still to do, but we got to find a way to keep this pressure up here to start the period. It was in the first minute of the period, too, so that's really good. All right, let's cover the point again as they are getting another grade A chance, and it hit the post because our defense is back to playing like trash in their own zone. Holy crap, man. Can we actually know how to defend in our own zone, boys? Matthews, you should try and drive the middle here, man. You're a center. Dave looking around. Dave's going to throw it back down low. Matthews. Lost it to Draisaitl. Gets it back again. Dave goes back to the front, and Matthews can't get the shot fully, as Georgiev will stop it. And Dave's getting looked at, I guess, because we're on kind of a little bit of a point streak. All right. Yeah, this series seems like it's going to be a tight one. And its goals are going to come at a premium. It's not going to be like a super offensive series, but maybe it's going to turn like that eventually. Let's keep defending. There you go, Riley. You got it. Matthews. Dave gets possession of this puck, trying to get around Torrey Krug. Dave holds on to it. Still with it. Dave looking around. Throws it back low to Mitch. Mitch finds it back to Dave. Dave will look to the front. That shot's turned away. Not a great shot, but I was trying to see if Matthews would go for a deflection. Shea steals it and scores! No, it was deflected by Austin. All right. I didn't see that deflection, but that was a nice goal. Kind of a quick shot in the slot. I thought Shea scored the goal at first, and I was going to say, hey, our defender's scoring goals, but Matthews goes in front and deflects this. And that's the type of goal we need probably to get goals on Georgiev, is just net front presence. The first goal was kind of like that, and then so far this goal too. As there's not as much net front presence, but a great deflection from Austin Matthews has given us the lead. Let's freaking go. All right. Well, we're a +2. We don't get a point on that one, but I will definitely take the lead. Really good start to this second period for our team. Still a lot of time left in the game, though, so we got to be mindful of that. But, yeah, I'm very happy with this start to the second. Definitely a lot better than the first so far. All right, come on. Neutral zone face-off. Looks like we're going to be starting to get a lot more shifts here as this game goes on. Riley gets hit there a couple times by Dadonov, but Dave will help back check. Dave throws it over to Carlo as he's hit. Here comes Brandon Carlo with it into the O-zone. Carlo lost it. Dave is going to have to play defense for a little bit while Carlo got back. Good hit there by Riley. Here's Matthews again with it. Matthews makes a move, shoots it, and that one just barely turned away. That one almost found a way in. Like, for some reason, the way that Georgiev reacted was not very crazy, as Nugent Hopkins is turned away. That's a good chance for the Oilers, as they almost have full pressure. Mitch finds Dave. Dave will cut through some defenders. Walks in on the backhander, and Georgiev makes the save. Another good look for Dave there. I don't know if I could have put a pass over, but I think the shot there is the right move. But, yeah, I like the way our team is playing a lot more now. In the offensive zone, at least, I should say. Defensively, there's still some mistakes happening, but offensively, it seems like at least we're getting a little bit more pressure here. Riley, Dave looking around. Dave shoots it, deflected, I think, again by Matthews, and that shot is turned away. As Dave saw that stick there, so he wouldn't have tried to deflect it, but... McDavid a chance and Woll makes the save. And they have full pressure somehow. Man, this has been a kind of a crazy game. A lot of back and forth right now. All right, here you go. Shea's got it. Shea, what was that pass, man? Dave trying to get Bouchard. Bouchard gets a shot still, and that's stopped by Woll, as Dave tried to knock him off of it. But, of course, since we're under full pressure, it's kind of hard to knock players off the puck a little bit more. But I guess they took us off, which is kind of good. Sim Engine has given somebody a goal or two. Or more than that. It's 2 goals for the Oilers. The Oilers have gotten back the lead. 2 goals in 2 seconds? Eller and Dadonov, how do you score 2 goals in 2 seconds? And then our team ices the puck, which means I think Dave is headed right back to the bench, potentially here. Let's see. Yep. Well, we're going to just wait because that person's going to come flying off soon. But, yeah, that's not good. That's not good that our team allowed 2 goals in 2 seconds. That's unrealistic as hell, though. But it is what it is. But, man, we had literally the lead for a little bit. Now, all of a sudden, it's their lead. God damn it. So, the other lines must not be doing too well either in terms of plus-minus because they've been out there for all the goals against, I guess. Here comes Dave with it. Dave, use that speed still. We don't have as much of a straight-line speed as we usually do. Dave looking around, trying to find some open man. Finds Marner. Marner still battling with it. Finds it to Dave, but it went wide of Dave because Dave was peeled off the wrong way. Dave trying to hustle back. And, oh my goodness, I thought our team was going to do an own goal somehow. McCabe, oh my goodness, come on, Mitch. Oh my goodness, what was that hit? I think that was Radek Faksa that threw that hit. Provorov, why are you jumping in so deep, man? That is absolutely outrageous. You're a defenseman, man. You don't jump in that far. Like, that's why I've been saying Provorov has been a weird addition to this team, but... yikes. Oh my goodness. I gotta go off on a line change again soon, but let's hold on to it for a little bit here. Get a shot towards the net, and go off on a change. Provorov trying to walk to the net doesn't do anything. We have some good stats all around, but this team's losing somehow. And like I said, the difference in the games sometimes can be the sim engine, and right now it definitely has been that way for the Oilers. We're still being outshot. 6 minutes left in the period. Let's try and find a way to tie this up again here, boys. I don't know how the heck they could score 2 goals in 2 seconds. Like, you'd have to literally shoot it right off the face-off and get it in. I don't even know if that's possible. Yeah, it's definitely not possible, I don't think. There you go. Go with it, Matthews. Dave is going to jump in, and of course you decide to do a saucer pass when I don't think I was even open for a second. There you go, Mitch. Go with it. Skate with it. Skate. Mitch has got it. Dave trying to get himself open in the slot area, and unfortunately nobody there. Now they get a chance the other way. It's McDavid, and he's stopped by Wool. McDavid's speed, you could always tell it's him when he has the puck. But yeah, I think our team is definitely falling back into the ways that we were in the early first period, which is not ideal. The third period is going to be imperative that we start off on the right note if it stays like this. Oh, yikes. Don't need a Larson scoring a goal right now. Keep defending, guys. You got to play good defensively. Here you go, Mitch. Mitch, you got me open if you need it. Okay, and you put me off sides. Why does the AI sometimes rush passes up in the defensive zone, but then when in your offensive zone, I probably could have been open, or he could have dumped it in, and he instead decides to skate with it. That's stupid. Anyways, 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the second. Trying to find a way to tie it up here late in this period before the third period. That would be kind of nice if we could find a way to do that. We just got to keep on getting more shots to the net and stuff. Here's Dave with it again. Dave carries it into the Oilers zone. Dave looking around, looking still with it. Throws it to Riley. Riley back to Dave. He shoots it and it's turned away as he tried to go glove side on Georgiev, but it's turned away. A really great A chance there. I'm surprised we didn't get that one in. I felt like we had a lot of open ice. Mitch finds it to Dave again. Dave gets by. Dave looking around, throws it to Mitch, but unfortunately he was in too deep. Dave trying to dig. Can't get to it, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Maybe I should have shot that there. I don't really know. But Mitch kind of went in way too deep. He probably shouldn't have gone that far down, but that sucks, man. We should definitely have the lead going into the third, but the sim engine just wanted to give them the lead, huh? All right, well, we need a big third period here, or else we're going to lose a home game, which is not what we want. So, because or else we're going to have to find ways to win in Edmonton still, too. Okay, come on, boys. Oh, here we go. Dave's got it to start the third. Dave trying to get around Krug. Dave walks in. He can't get the shot. Are you kidding me? Marner lost control. Got it back again. Nice quick passing, and Dave will score there, though. Let's go. As Dave opens himself up in the slot, and he might have missed an earlier chance and the chance at the end of the period, but he scores 31 seconds into the third as he opens himself up in the slot area. And he gets inside position off a nice little pick play, and he goes upstairs on Georgiev. Great pass from Matthews, and great play by Marner to dig that out. But like I said, Dave made a great play to get around Krug, and then he's able to go upstairs for his 12th goal of the playoffs. Let's friggin' go. Let's friggin' go. That's a great goal. As Dave continues to be a absolutely madman lately. He's got multiple points in multiple games in a row, like 4 straight games. Crazy. All right, well, that's a big goal for us. It's a 3-3 game here in the third. Now we got to find a way to get that lead again. This has been a really back and forth type game. Here's Carlo again. Carlo trying to find Dave, but Bouchard intercepts it. Let's get back on the defensive side of things again. We are out there against the McDavid line. He's going to ice the puck, which is good. Maybe we could get some pressure on them. We are being still outshot 29-19, but this game's tied, so we're lucky that Wool's been really good. But, yeah, we've been throwing a lot of shots to the net. We have as much goals as Connor Bedard does in the playoffs, and Connor Bedard obviously got eliminated in the conference finals, so we're now tied for the most goals in this postseason. Matthews wins the draw. Dave will go back to the front to try and pull a screen, but no shot comes. That's kind of annoying. Let's get back again. There you go. We got a Riley. Nice pass. Here's Mitch. Mitch finds Dave. Dave will skate into the Oilers zone. He gets bodied off the puck. I don't know how they could literally just throw a little shove like that and knock me off stride, but whatever. All right. Let's defend here well, boys. We got to play good in our own zone, too. Let's get to this. There you go. Throw a little bit of a hit. Throw a little bit of a hit down low. And get back towards the point area to make sure that doesn't stay open. There you go. And we probably should go off on a change. Yep, we're going to go off on a change since Carlo's carrying it. All right. Looking good to start the period. Obviously, like I said, Sim Engine can be a big difference in this game. So we'll see if it ends up doing anything in this third at all. So far, it hasn't. But this could be one of those games, maybe that is an overtime type of game. All right, come on, Matthews, win this draw. And he kind of does. Matthews gets that puck, and he gets a great shot in the slot. With Dave trying to pull a bit of a screen. Matthews another chance, and it's turned away. Dave and Matthews team up to hit down Larson. And I got to get back defensively here. Nice save, Wool. Yeah, without Wool, I think we could have lost this game already. Because the shots are literally 32-20. He's definitely been a lot better than Georgiev has been for them. But yeah, he's definitely been a big reason why. Because our defense just isn't playing great in front of him. So, without him being as good as it has been, I think we would be trailing in this game. All right, here's Dave again. Dave throws it all the way over to Mitch. Here's Mitch trying to get in. Torrey Krug took it away. Let's get back again. Nice hit there. There you go, Riley. Over to Matthews. Matthews throws it back to Dave as he was going into the offensive zone. I don't know why he did that. Here's Dave again. Dave making some moves. Tries to drive the net. He was going to throw a pass across, but they broke up the play. As they kind of know Dave's style of play, I guess. Dave's going to take it and dump it off a body and go on a change. And hopefully the Sim Engine keeps this game at least tied. Because I don't want to be trailing this late in the game potentially. So, yep, still tied. 9:41 left. Oh boy. The fans are getting a little quiet because they're a little nervous, but they also need to know that if they give us some momentum, that could help things a lot. As our team almost does have full pressure, so we should probably throw some shots on the net when we're in the O-zone. Provorov tries to go 1-on-2, doesn't work. I don't know why he jumps up like that. It's kind of stressful. Dave tries to hit Trent. Frederick can't. Veleno walks in. His shot's blocked. Frederick got to the front of the net somehow. And Wool will stay right with him, cut off that angle, and make another save. They almost have full pressure too. Oh boy. The pressure system is a little bit scary in terms of a game like this, but at least it's only game 1, but still. Pressure system in a game 7 would be absolutely stressful. Somehow Larson opened himself up. Here's Mitch. Over to Provorov, over to Dave, but Larson picked it off. Provorov, you got to make a smarter decision than that, man. I know I'm open, but you need to make sure that you're making a pass at the right time. All right, here you go. Mitch and Dave, 2-on-2. Mitch making some moves, way too many of them, but he does get possession still of that puck. Dave goes to the front to try and pull a screen as Matthews has it. Dave battling in front, trying to get some net front presence as Mitch doing some work down low. Dave got that puck. Dave looking around. Dave finds Provorov. Provorov lost it. Dave will help him out, though. Dave throws it to the net. Not a great chance, but it will keep it in the zone as Georgiev will freeze it. Yeah, that was not really a hard shot whatsoever, but I had to put it to the net because or else it could have came back our way. So that's a decent look. And no goals so far. 2:49 left in the third, and it's a 3-3 game. Oh, boy. That next one's going to be a big one regardless of who scores it. As the Oilers still almost have full pressure, which is scary. Especially with them peppering Wool and shots so much. Oh, my goodness. Come on, guys. Let's not let them get pressure here late in the game. Let's not let them get it. Let's go back into their zone and get some of our own chances. Matthews can't win the draw. Let's get out of the zone as fast as possible here, Carlo. There you go. Go with it, Mitch. You got the room. Mitch skating with it. Dave going to peel back behind him and then lost control of it. Thank you, Riley, for picking that off. That was a good defensive play, which is kind of rare. As Dave now has to defend with Riley being a little bit in deep, but our team trying to take that puck away, and Dave nearly picked that one off. Come on, guys, let's defend here. Oh, my goodness. Riley, what are you doing? What is your hate style? Come on. Oh, my goodness. Big save, Wool again, and pressure is very much almost going to happen. But Wool makes a huge save with 1:15 left. As our defense just still a little questionable on its own right. And they want to keep me out there, which is kind of annoying because I was hoping they'd take me off. Matthews wins the draw. Shea, you got it, Shea. There you go. Dave will take it out of the zone. Over to Matthews. Matthews with it. Lost control of it. Dave tried to get to that loose puck, and the Oilers will come back our way. Nice poke check there. We got to get out of the zone fast again, though. Shea, battling. There you go, Tanev. There you go. Good play. Matthews making some moves. Matthews finds Dave. Dave will hold on to it. Dave throws it back to Tanev. His shot's turned away by Georgiev, and Dave will stand in front of him. Make sure we get that whistle before we go off on a line change. 40.9 seconds to go. Is this game going to overtime in game one? It is. It's going to overtime in game one. We've been to overtimes in game ones before. Hopefully this one has a good outcome, though, as we obviously want to win this game as much as possible. But we're still going to have 2 more games in this episode. This episode might be a longer episode depending on how the other games go as well. But let's say if we could find a way to win game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals in overtime. As Dave knows that he wants to be a hero here. He's been a hero in overtime before. But at the same time, we also don't care if it's us scoring. We just want somebody on our team to score. And of course, our team turns it over literally in the first play of the game. And McDavid throws a shot. Woll will make the save. Our team literally needs to clean it up defensively. 39 shots against is not good. Like, the Oilers are definitely showing that they are a very strong team. And hopefully next game we can actually outshoot them, because I don't like being outshot by this much. As our team looking around, here's Dave with it. Dave throws it all the way up, turned over. God damn it. Get to him, Carlo. There you go. Oh my goodness, Woll, why did you throw that out? He threw that out and it almost was a turnover. That was kind of scary. Dave trying to get through the defense. He does. Dave holds on, finds Marner, and that shot's turned away. Matthews a shot, and that's turned away as Marner tries to get back to that puck, and it doesn't work. I probably could have went for a shot there as Dave split the defense. Dave tries to throw it up, and he got hit. I'm going to go on a quick line change. Probably not a great idea. But let's sim to our next shift and see if there is another one. And there is going to be another OT shift, okay. Sometimes I feel like just watching the full overtime, but at the same time it would make the episode very long if we just kept watching AI before our next shift, but... Okay, here we go. We'll only do that, I guess, if there's a chance to win a Stanley Cup in next episode or something like that. I'm way off my wing, but I wanted to go over to that side for a second. Come on, guys, we're out there against their 4th line. Oh my goodness, that was a dangerous pass. Whew. Yeah, Woll's made 37 saves. Georgiev's made 25s. Like I said, the goaltending has been the difference right now in this game for us. Yes, I don't really like how we played in front of him. Dave's up to 57 hits in the playoffs. Alright, let's get out of the zone here fast, boys. There you go. Okay, here comes Dave with it. Dave trying to skate into the Oilers zone. He gets in with it using that speed. Dave throws it over, tries to find Mitch, but Mitch doesn't even receive that pass. Mitch gets it again, tries to find Dave in the slot, doesn't work. Dave will do some net front presence. Dave goes to the front, tries to deflect it, does deflect it, and doesn't score. Dave with it again. Dave out front, and that pass doesn't get to the player. I probably could have went for the wraparound shot there, but doesn't work. Frederick a shot, rebounds there, and it's going to fly out of the zone. Matthews will get to it first. Dave's going to join him. Matthews, of course, lost control of it, though. Oh, man, and they made a line change. Savoy walks in, and his shot's turned away. Nugent Hopkins with it now. Dave's got to defend here for a bit before going off on a change, because our team is literally scrambling in their own zone too much. Just get it out. Oh, my goodness. Nugent Hopkins was all alone in front, and he could not get a shot. I'm going off on a change now. All right, let's simulate, see if we do get another shift in this overtime. We do. Oh, man, this is quite the first game of the playoff, or finals, I should say, not of the playoffs, of the finals. Was not expecting it to be a game like this, I don't think. But we knew the Oilers were going to be our toughest task to date. All right. Let's get back. Come on, guys. Got to defend. Oh, my goodness. McDavid walks in. Hyman's shot. Big save by Woll. Holy crap. Another chance, and Dave will get to that loose puck before they get the one-timer. Here's Marner. Marner making some moves. Over to Dave. Dave will cut back. Dave looking around. Finds it back in the Mitch. Mitch throws it back over to Dave. Dave will shoot it quickly, and that's turned away. Not a good look, really. Or not a great shot, I should say. And I don't know why I'm losing energy so quick. I haven't even been using the speed burst that much. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness, Woll. Thank you. Thank you. Holy crap, man. This game is so stressful right now. Oh, my goodness. All right, Sim Engine. Let's see. Anything? And no. Wow. We're getting another overtime shift. 3:49 left in this first overtime of Game 1. I really want to get 3 games done in this episode still, but if this goes on for multiple overtimes, it could end up being shorter than that, but I'm hoping to still get 3 games done. All right. Come on, boys. McDavid with it again. Draisaitl. Dave just lying down, and that shot goes way wide. And let's keep going. Get it out, guys. Oh, my goodness. Draisaitl shots turned away. Dave will get to this loose puck to make sure they don't get to it first. What a save that was by Wool. Matthews gets hit. Carlo will follow up. Brandon Carlo. Over to Dave. Dave holds on. Lost control of it. Are you kidding me? There you go, Riley. You got it. Marner. Carlo's shot turned away as Carlo drove the net. Oh, my goodness. McDavid with it. Dave staying right with him. Make sure he doesn't get into the zone. Love to see that. You got it, Carlo. You got it. I'm going to cover the point again. There you go. Dave gets to that loose puck, and he will muscle it out. And he'll just dump that into the corner and go on a quick change. Not really into the corner, but we got to go on a change fast. And is there going to be a double overtime? Yes, there is. Double overtime in Game 1. Well, yeah, this is going to be a long-ass episode because I'm not condensing this down anymore into highlight format. It just takes too long, but double overtime. Double overtime. God damn. This is the first time I guess we've been to double overtime in Dave's career, haven't? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Riley finds Dave. Dave gets hit right away. Riley gets loose to the puck again. Good. Marner throws it up. Here's Dave on the open wing. Dave gets in with it. Dave looking around. Throws it in front. And oh my goodness. Why did my teammates never get the pass anymore? Usually they'd always get the pass in those spots. But now they're not getting it since it's an overtime scenario. I'm not too sure. There you go. You got it. You got it. Come on. Don't leave them open, guys. I got to cover the point now. Oh! I think that hit the post by Bouchard. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I thought they were going to score because of that. Holy crap, man. It is so stressful being out there in an overtime game. Why is Connor McDavid getting looked at? Did he get hurt? Oh, man. Connor McDavid might have got hurt off of that. Yeah, he got hurt off of the shot from the point. That's a crazy development. Absolutely crazy development. And he'll stay in the game, but who knows if he'll be in the lineup next game or not. If he misses a game or 2 in the playoffs, that could be very detrimental for the Oilers. But we'll see. Since he's playing still in the game, I would assume he's okay. But who knows. Here's Marner back to Dave, and Dave just barely apparently offside on that play. As Marner tried to throw it back to him, but I guess Dave wasn't fully in the zone at that point. Mitch should have just carried himself for a little bit longer. Come on, Matthews. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this game feels like it's one of those games. It's going to last for a long time. Here's Mitch. Go with it, Mitch. Dave's going to jump in here eventually, but you don't need to throw it to him. Oh, you're going to throw it to him? Okay, over to Matthews, and of course that pass doesn't go where I'm intending to again. I got to get back on defense. There you go, Carlo. Dave is low on energy again. I got to go on a line change if this comes out. Yeah, I'm going on a line change. Let Marner break this in instead. And that's turned away. All right, Sim Engine, anything? And nothing so far. My God, this is the longest game in Dave's career. His energy is going to deplete a lot after this game, so it's good that we have backup energy in reserve, I think. Because who knows if this game could be like an all-night type of game. All right, let's cover here. Don't need to leave anybody open. There you go, Carlo. Nice pass to Dave. Dave will skate with it. It's a 2-on-1. Dave lost control of it. Tries to throw it back. Why didn't Matthews continue to drive the net? Oh, my goodness. The AI is making some weird decisions here. Because there could have been a good 2-on-1 situation if Matthews would have continued. Marner. Oh, my goodness. Of course, it hits off of a stick. Matthews tries to find Marner, and of course, he misses him. Almost icing. Let's get back to our side. Yeah, our energy is not as high as it used to be whatsoever. But the coach is probably playing us a shit ton. Like, I don't even know how much our ice time we've had in this game. Here's Dave again. Dave drives in, shoots it. That's turned away because nobody was accepting his passes earlier, so that's why Dave went for the shot. Matthews with it now, and he'll get turned away by Georgiev. Oh, man. That's definitely our best look in this overtime. Because, like I said, the teammates haven't been accepting Dave's passes whatsoever. And we got a 5-on-3 power play. 23 seconds. Oh, man, this is the big, big chance. 23 seconds of 5-on-3 is not a lot, but we'll still be on the power play afterwards. But a big chance to win this game. I'm surprised they actually called a penalty in overtime. There's a lot of open ice out there, so we got to get into their zone as fast as possible here, boys. Because they're going to be back to 5-on-4 here shortly. Dave walking in with it. He'll cut back, looking around, throws it over, and nobody gets to that puck. And Darnell Nurse will clear it. As we still are on the power play for 1:30, which is good, but I hate that my teammates are not getting that pass that I normally make across. Normally, they always get it. Dave finds himself open, walks down Main Street, and he's stopped by Georgiev. I don't know if there was a return pass there, but I was expecting Georgiev to try and bite too much, but he did not. Oh my goodness. That's going to come back to haunt me if we end up losing this game. Come on, Matthews. Of course, he lost that face-off to Veleno. That went off Marner and right to the net. I don't know if that would have counted. It probably would have, but because it wasn't an intentional kick to the net. Eller with a shot short-handed. It's turned away. Dave will get to that loose puck. Throws it all the way up to Mitch. 1-on-1. Mitch will take it, making a lot of moves, and he lost control of it. I hate when Mitch Marner makes just a ton of dekes. Like, there's absolutely no reason for it. All right. Oh, and then we're going to ice the puck on our power play. Oh, never mind. It's going to go to Georgiev, and he's going to freeze it. But they're probably going to take us off now. This has been a crazy long first game. And I really hope that this entire Stanley Cup Finals isn't going to be this type of thing. But Sim Engine makes it a 4-on-4 now. 4-on-4 in overtime is Domi and Pearson in the box. So we're out there with Matthews. There is still a lot of open ice out there, but of course we got to contain some fast players like McDavid. Okay, make sure we're defending well here. Don't need to give up any open room. Here's an odd man rush potentially if we could get up here. Here we go. Carlo to Dave. Dave walks in, shoots it. That shot's turned away. And now the Oilers are on the power play for 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. Here's Riley again. Riley dumps it in. Dave will try and help on out. Dave steals it shorthanded. Looking around, throws it back to Riley. Riley tries to throw a pass. Dave will hold it in briefly. But now we got to get back on the defensive side of things as Tanner Pearson breaks this in. Oh my goodness. Got to make sure we defend those type of plays. And now we're going to go off on a line change. Oh my goodness. This might be a triple overtime game. Let's see. What does the Sim Engine got? Nothing. Triple overtime. We're literally played 2 games in 1, basically, if this one ends. Which is crazy. Well, we're definitely due for a long episode, and this is going to be a massive file size, this episode, but it is what it is. Triple overtime. This is where legends are made, even if it's only game 1. Holy crap. Like, I would definitely want to still do 3 games. I definitely do, but this episode's going to be crazy long, man. Oh, get it away, guys. Oh, my goodness. Bouchard was left wide open. Not the type of person you want to leave open. Oh, no! Oh, McDavid is stopped somehow. Absolutely colossal save from Wool there. And then Dave comes back the opposite way using that speed. Dave walking around, using a lot of his speed. He's looking around. Still finds Riley. Riley, what a pass is that? What a pass is that? Draisaitl's all alone now. And he's turned away too. And then Dave will glove it down and throw it up. And then Dave is bullied down by McDavid. Dave very slow to get up. He's going to go off on a line change, I think, as our team manages to get a face-off in their zone. But Connor McDavid gets robbed. Draisaitl gets robbed. And then McDavid throws down Dave. What the hell, man? Wool is definitely on a different planet than our defense is right now. All right, Sim Engine doesn't give anybody anything, and it takes 6 more minutes off the clock. God damn, this is quite the Stanley Cup Finals game. Oh my goodness, and then they put me on the ice for the game-winning goal from Radek Faksa. So the first line's out there against the 4th line, and the Oilers win game 1 in triple overtime. It's all because of whoever made that line change with me, which is probably John Tavares. Are you kidding me? That is a really bad first game from a defensive play. Like, this is what happens when Dave is out on there on the ice. Of course, like I said, that Tavares would have made the line change. But now it's technically a 5-on-4 because John Tavares decides to go off on a line change here and leave these people open. But because of that, our team has no chance to defend that well. And this is just a broken goal here. Yarventi throws it up front. Carlo loses his inside position. And this one just barely, well, got a piece of it, but not enough. And Radek Faksa wins game 1 for the Oilers. Damn, man. I hope the rest of the series doesn't go like that, because that's a crazy first game. But we played 43 minutes of ice time. Dave nearly played, he played over 2 periods worth of games. 13 shots, 2 points plus 2, 6-17 of puck possession, and 2 hits. It was a great first game for us in the Cup Finals, but the difference in that game, I think, is how our team played defensively. They just let Wool out to dry the entire game. So that's a tough first game, because now we're down 1-0, and we need to find a way to win this next game, or else we're going to be down 0-2 headed to Edmonton. So, like I said, really good effort, but it really hurts to lose game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals after, especially, it went to triple overtime. If it didn't go to triple overtime, it wouldn't be as bad, but we put a lot of work into that first game, and we already got to put our energy back up here after that first one. So we're going to put it just to energetic, because we don't want to lose all of this and then need more of it for next game. So let's get to game 2. Let's actually save that already, just because we don't want to lose the file, even though it was technically a loss. I'm not going to cheese things like that. And let's get to game 2 and see if we can find a way to tie the series up. Hopefully this game goes a little bit quicker, but hopefully our team finds a way to win it in regulation, because I just don't really want to be going to another triple overtime. I don't think my voice could stand up for multiple triple overtime games, but maybe it can. Because that first game alone, just getting through that probably took like 30 minutes plus. Alright, here we go. Game 2. Looking to tie the series up at 1. Like I said, I think the series can go to 7 games potentially, but we need a much better defensive effort from our team in this one. We know we have the goal scoring ability, but we need the defensive play too. Alright, Dave tries to block Hyman's play. What the heck was that? That was a weird glitch. There was some quick, rapid movement. I don't know what the heck happened there. As they get a quick chance off the hop, as our defense giving them a grade A look to start this game. Carlo finds Riley over to Dave. Dave will use that speed, and Bouchard knocks him down. I don't know how I get knocked down so easily with a little shove like that, but whatever. Here's Dave again. Dave trying to break into the Oilers zone. Dave looks around. Dave throws it to Riley. Riley will look. Gets that shot, but it doesn't get to the net. Is our team trying to get some pressure here, but of course they don't get anything. We had so many good looks in that overtime too. Like, I probably should have won it before they scored, so kind of disappointed I didn't score on some of my looks, like some of those breakout chances I had. But at least we did our work in that first game. Like I said, we had 2 points, so it's not like we weren't trying in that game whatsoever. Alright, we gotta hope that the sim engine does well for us, and hopefully if our teammates are out there in overtime on a different line, hopefully they're not stupid enough to make a change like that in a triple overtime Stanley Cup Finals game. Matthews throws it up to Dave. Dave will walk in with it. Dave gets in. Dave looks around, shoots it. That shot's turned away. Rebound, scores. Mitch Marner taps in the rebound, and Dave will get another assist, as Dave, with the great patience, put that shot to the net, and then Mitch is there to bang it in. That's a good way to start off this game, but great play by Dave to avoid that hit. Throws a shot, and it's not corralled perfectly by Mitch, but it goes back towards the net, and that's how it gets in, as Dave was on the ground when that goal happened. But like I said, great play by Dave. Skinner's in net now, so Skinner has returned from his injury after Georgiev won game 1. So maybe Skinner will help us win. He's not usually a good goaltender in the Cup Finals, so maybe that could help us. Maybe it can. Alright, here is Mitch. Throws a shot to the net, and Skinner has to be careful with that. Yeah, it might be better for us that Skinner is back, realistically. We'll see if that ends up being a difference maker or not, but I guess McDavid isn't hurt, which is unfortunate. Kind of was hoping he'd miss some of these games with like a lower body injury or something, but I guess not. Alright, our team's battling for the puck, and the Oilers get possession. Let's get back again defensively. Don't want to use too much energy here in this game, but we obviously want to be winning this game. Oh my goodness, good job, Mitch, getting in front of Hyman's shot. Need to make sure I'm covering the defense still, as they keep on trying to get shots towards the net. There we go. Let's keep covering this, making sure they don't get into our zone too easily. Mitch finds it to Dave. Dave will carry it in again. Dave looking around, throws it back to the open man. McCabe's shot gets through, and that's barely turned away. with Matthews inside the net. That could have been called back for goalie interference maybe. But a good look there. Dave makes sure to stay on the open man, and we're going to throw this pass up here and go on a line change since Domi is out there now. All right. Good start to this game for our team. It's good that we scored first, but we got to keep on pushing. We obviously had the lead at one point in game one, but then we fell apart a bit. And our team gets another goal. All right, Morgan Riley's on the board. It's 2-0 in the first 10 minutes. Like I said, maybe Skinner being back is actually good for our team. Let's go. Good start. Good start indeed. McCabe finds it to Dave. Dave will hold up, throws it over. Provorov will get a backhander, and it's barely turned away. This puck is bouncing around like crazy. I think it was going in, and somehow Skinner sprawled backwards and knocked it out. And then it almost went right back towards the net again. Some crazy moments in this first period of this game. It's nice that we already have a bit of a bigger lead here, though. Because, like I said, I don't really want to be going to a triple overtime in this game, too. Dave, another chance, and that's turned away as Dave could have looked for a pass, but went for the shot. But, yeah, definitely a really good start from our team. Good response after last game. Even though last game, I would say, obviously was still a solid game. It just sucked losing in triple OT as Dave goes to the front to try and pull off the screen. Doesn't work fully. And we got to go off on a line change here soon. We're going to try and throw a hit. Never mind. We're going to go off now. All right, let's see what the sim engine's got for us, see if it's got anything more for us in this first period, but it's been a good offense to start for our team. I think this is definitely going to be a really tight series right down to the last game. That's just how I feel like right now. But obviously the next game could be completely different than this game too. Here comes Dave with it. Dave will look around, throws it to Matthews. Oh my goodness, what took him so long to go into zone? I'm always expecting these guys just to keep on going forward, but instead they sometimes stop, and then it's just like they catch me offside because of that. I got to be a little bit more mindful of those plays though too, but it kind of annoys me when you think that they're going to just beeline into the zone, but they don't. All right, here we go, Dave. Just hold on to it. There you go. Good passing. There you go, Matthews. Matthews lost control. Dave will stand up Nugent Hopkins, but the puck comes out. So Dave again in the offensive zone when that happens. So offsides as seems to be a little bit of a theme in this series because I think I've been offsides 3 times when my team has had the puck, but that one was a little bit more of a tighter play at the line. All right, come on, Matthews. And he can't win the draw, but at least he goes back into the Oilers zone. Dave will stand up Connor Murphy for the second time in the series. Nice little shove there. Let's make sure we're covering anybody that might be open. And oh my goodness, they nearly scored there, but I think Torrey Krug might have saved the goal. Marner finds Matthews. Matthews lost it. Dave tries to get it off Nugent Hopkins, but can't. Let's get back again as the Oilers break it in 3 wide. It's stopped by Wool again. The shots are pretty even in this game again, too. It's not like they're running away with it. Like last time, might have passed from Matthews over to Dave, and he's turned away. Here's Dave again, throws it back towards the net. Goes to Carlo, over to Marner, over to Dave. Dave finds Riley. Riley breaks in, and his shot's turned away. Some good looks from our team, and Dave stands up and hits Torrey Krug a little bit, and now we're going to go off on a quick change. But, yeah, solid start to this game for us. Like I said, the assist and a couple hits, getting some shots. I think we definitely sent a message in that first period. We just got to obviously keep it up going forward. We've definitely are a little bit scared when we have a 2-goal lead because obviously we've broken some leads before the other teams come back. We don't want that to happen in this game. Because like I said, this game's kind of colossal for us to win, or else we're going to have to be really good in Edmonton. Which, obviously, playing in Edmonton's probably tougher than it would be on our home ice, but I'm not too sure how they play in front of their fans. Let's defend. There you go, Carlo. Good play. Yeah, skate with it, Carlo. I'll cover the point for you, man. Carlo, what a move. Finds it over to Mitch, and that's turned away by Skinner. Carlo's had a really good playoffs, except for sometimes on the defense side of things maybe, but he's made some really good moves offensively for us. Like, he jumped in and threw it to Mitch while Dave was covering for him. At least, like, the Leafs can kind of jump up a little bit when they have Dave on the ice because they know Dave is going to try and cover defensively if he has to. All right, let's go back to the front. Deflected, and that's turned away. Not necessarily a hard deflection, but we got a little bit of a stick on it to get a chance. All right, solid start. Let's see if we can keep on getting some more shots in this period, boys. Let's try and build up a big lead, if we can. Matthews can't win the draw. Let's get back into our own zone again. McDavid quickly up to Hyman. Hyman doesn't go into the zone, surprisingly. Draisaitl, McDavid lost it. Riley's got possession, finds Matthews. Matthews over to Dave. Dave carrying it into the Oilers zone. Dave will hold on to it. Dave looking around. Still looking around. Drops it back to Mitch. Mitch lost it. Got it back again. Mitch looking around. His shot's turned away with Matthews parked in front. Carlo finds Dave. Dave looks out front. Slap shotter. Rebound, scores! Dave was looking for the deflection, but instead he got the bullet rebound because there was pressure, and Mitch Marner once again picking up a Dave rebound. As Dave has 2 assists, Mitch has 2 goals. And that makes it 3-0 here in the early stages of the second period. But great play by Dave when this is pull pressure. Sees a lot of bodies in front. And that loose puck finds Mitch. As Skinner just could not get that. He was way out of position on the rebound. But like I said, maybe Skinner being back is good for this team. But a bullet shot from Dave. Dave doesn't slap shot it very often. But when he does, he gets a lot on it. And Skinner could not corral that rebound. All right. And that's another game where Davis had multiple points in it. So I think this is like 5 or 6 straight games now that we've had multi-point efforts in this playoffs, which is insane. As if the Leafs do find a way to win the Stanley Cup, maybe Dave will win at Conn Smythe. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. I don't know who else would be up there. Probably like Matthews for sure, but I think Dave is definitely the highest chance of winning one if he keeps it up like this. Another deflection. Matthews can't find that rebound. Dave with it again. Dave finds it over to Marner, but Marner does not know he's actually going to get that pass. That's kind of stupid. He was wide open. I was trying to give him that hat-trick chance. Tanev's got it. Tanev. Over to Dave. Dave uses that speed, gets around, gets into the net, and he's stopped by Skinner, who once again is low on energy. A very good look there from Dave driving to the net. As Dave saw the opening to try and go for another point. At least we have a 3-0 lead, though. Simegin has given somebody a goal, though, as the Oilers get on the board. Connor Murphy again. So now we're only up by 2 goals again, but it's good that we got 2 goals from Mitch right now, because or else this game would be tied. All right. Just don't give them anything else, though, because I don't want them to come back from 3-0, because if they came back and beat us from 3-0, I'd be very disappointed with how our team plays, and sometimes when we have to lead. There you go. Here you go, Dave. You got some open ice. Get with it. Over to Matthews, and that's not a crazy hard chance, but at least he gets a face-off in their zone. As, yeah, Matthews didn't really get all of that. If he did get all of it, maybe there could have been a rebound chance again, but come on, Matthews. At least we're out shooting them in this game. Because last game, the fact that they had over 50 shots was insane. Obviously, it went to a triple overtime, but they were badly out shooting us before that. Oh, here you go, Dave. I see Matthews open, but I know if I could get to him now. I got it to him. Matthews in with it. Finds Marner. His shot's blocked. And unfortunately, Matthews can't get to that puck before Savoy. Let's get back again in our own zone. Nice hit, Carlo. And it's a nice onside play, too. Our team is physical. That's for sure. And I stand up again by our team. Dave opens himself up. We got to make a line change, so we'll throw it to Domi and then go off. Carlo gets a look that's turned away. All right. I like that everybody on this team seems to be getting chances. All right. We're halfway through this game, and then we got one more game left to go. Hopefully, Game 3 goes fast-ish, too, because, yeah, Game 1, definitely the longest game we've ever had. There you go, Riley. Oh, that was a little bit of a dangerous pass. Dave almost got to that before Draisaitl did. Here's Hyman walking into our zone. Good job, defense. Seems like our defense is collapsing a bit better than they did in Game 1. That's for sure. Here's Mitch again. Mitch finds Dave. Dave looking around. Tries to throw it back to Mitch, but can't. Dave goes back to the front, trying to pull off some screening. As Dave tries to get to a deflection area, but he can't. That's unfortunate because we were battling in front. Dave throwing down Miromanov. And it's onside now, but unfortunately our team turns it over. But Dave knocking down a big guy, I think, because I think Miromanov's at least 6'5", right? Maybe not. Let's make sure we're covering here still. There you go, Mitch. There you go, up to Dave. Dave will look around, throws it up to Riley, who's jumped up, and now we're going to go on a change. And it'll assimilate to our next shift. But the second period at least is almost done. 4 minutes left in it. We got to take this 2-goal advantage into the third, because if we have a 1-goal lead only going into the third, that's when I get a little bit scared again. But right now I like how our team's played. All right, let's tie up on the face-off, and they get possession somehow. Let's get back. Kind of sucks that they still took game 1, though. Because if we would have taken game 1, and then we would have taken this game, we could be in a really good spot. But instead, we're going to have to win in Edmonton. Oh, I could have passed that over, too, but I think the shot was the right idea there. Here you go, Dave. Keep looking around. There you go. What a holding the puck. Nice. Oh, another good rebound-looking chance. Dave is definitely, like, he's getting himself open into a lot of these spots where he can get shots from anywhere almost on the ice. Like, he's a threat regardless of where he shoots from. As McCabe loses that puck. As Dave is definitely hanging back on defense a little bit here. And now we're going to get back again, but cover the point. Frederick walks in. Nice shot block. Provorov finds it up to Dave. Dave will take it. He'll try and skate his way in. He gets around Darnell Nurse. Walks in. Tries to find Mitch. But Mitch does not once again think I'm passing it to him. He's got to read that better. Dave throws it back towards the net again, but that shot's blocked. And we're going to go off on a line change here soon. Let's go on a quick change. Maybe not this isn't really the best time to do that. But now there's a 2-on-0. 2-on-0. Domi. Oh, he got turned away. Just because we made that line change at a bad time, they got a 2-on-0 because of that. But it will remain 3-1 going into the third. Liking how we're playing in this game. Like I said, game 1, I liked our offensive game and goaltending, but I didn't like our defensive play. So far in this game, I've liked our defensive play as well. So I think this is definitely the type of game our team could win. And hopefully we could take this type of game and do that in Edmonton as well. So, all right. Let's make sure that they don't get any early goals in this period, boys. Bouchard's shot blocked by his own man as Dave was trying to stand in front of that too. Nurse walks in, throws to Hyman. Hyman will bomb it, blocked in front by Brandon Carlo. A little bit of scrum in front. Marner finds up Matthews. Here we go. Matthews still looking around. Dave will cut back. Gets in. Dave still holding on to it. Lost control of it. Damn, man. Those quick moves almost get us open, but sometimes they kind of clog us up a bit. That's a good look almost to get a shot as Marner's shot's turned away. 30 shots to 16, so we're kind of doing to them what they did to us last game in terms of shooting. Skinner's definitely been solid in this game, but he obviously didn't start the best, but he's definitely kept this game close at times. But, yeah, Wool's definitely been good for us in the series, I feel like, for the most part. Oh my goodness, he's in the playoffs in general, he's had some mostly good games. There's been some bad games, of course, but I've liked how he's been in this series, I think. Nice shot block. There you go. Riley, you got it. Oh, they're going to throw it over again. There you go. Matthews. Look around. Oh, he's going to try and scoot in. He does scoot in. Throw it down low if you need it. He got me down here. Oh, of course, he doesn't realize that. Got to get back into our own zone again. Gonna keep on staying at the point because I'm not going in deep. Oh, Domi's already out there, so we got to go off on a line change, I guess. But I got to wait till it comes out. If our team actually could break this out here faster, thank you. Sometimes they take a long time to get out of zone. All right, let's see what happens at this sim. And nothing. Okay, that's good. I'd rather it be nothing than it be something for them at this point. So 14 minutes left, still up by 2. Carlo, shots blocked. I feel like we need maybe one more goal just to play it safe, but let's make sure we don't give them anything to get them within 1 as they get a chance here. And that shot is barely turned away. Kind of a weird bounce off that rebound chance. As Dave almost got possession of the puck somehow. I don't know how that almost found me, but we got it. Matthews. There you go. Skate with it. Yep. Dave's going to jump in with you. Matthews shoots it. Dave goes to the front just to make sure Skinner holds on to that puck. Oh, yeah, I've really liked how our top lines played offensively. I don't know how the other lines have been doing as of late. Like, we did look at player stats, but I'm not too sure, like, which lines have been consistently good for us that haven't been this top line. So, let's get back again. Make sure there's no odd man rush coming. Nice save, Wold. A little bit of a dangerous rebound, but at least he recovered on that, too. Dave throws it up to Mitch. Mitch trying to get by the defense. His play is not going to get through again. He always, for some reason, wants to make a deke as soon as he enters the O zone. I don't understand that. Savoy can't get a shot. Here's Mitch again. Dave will jump up with him, not use a ton of speed, though. Mitch lost control of it. It does find Dave in the corner, who lost control because Dadonov came back. And we're going to go off on another line change if we can here. Maybe not the best time to make a line change, but it's not the worst time, I don't think, either. Oh, they're saying bad line changes, but realistically, John Tavares has had way worse line changes, so I'm not going to complain too much on that. But the coach keeps playing us every few minutes, so we're going to definitely have to put more energy into Dave for Game 3 already, I think. Hopefully, we get some energy back soon, though, because it's actually crazy how fast we go through it in these playoffs because we play so much minutes. That's exactly what I was anticipating, too. Here's Dave walking in with it, still walking in, shoots it, and that shot somehow turned away. Dave looking around, throws it to Matthews. Matthews to Mitch, and Mitch almost had a good chance to get that hat trick, but he was defended well. Dave and Matthews trying to get something going here as Matthews finds Mitch. Mitch will shoot it again. That shot's turned away as Dave goes to the front with Matthews getting that puck in the corner. Dave pulling the screen. And will he be able to get anything out of this? He gets to that loose puck. Dave still with it. Kicks it down low. Marner gets to it. Marner lost control. And then our team can't keep it in any longer. Damn. I was hoping we'd be able to get maybe some shots out of that because any shots with pressure are really good. Here's Dave again. Dave beelining to the net. Walks in and he hits the post. Marner, a rebound is turned away as Dave thought he had a goal there. Dave gets out-muscled by Torrey Krug, and then he tries to hit him back. And now he's going to go off on a change again. At least that took some time off the clock. But if we would have found a way to get that in, that would have iced this game regardless. So, 3 minutes left. One more chance to get some more points in this game. I don't know if they're going to pull the goalie soon or not, but let's just try and finish this game off strong here. McDavid wins the draw. Bouchard bomb, and that's stopped by Woll. As they are getting closer to full pressure, which is not great at this point in the game. Alright, let's get out of the zone. Matthews wins it to the corner. Of course he does. Another shot from Bouchard at the point, and that's stopped. As they do have full pressure. Marner can't get it out. Draisaitl, that shot goes off a body. I got to keep on covering this point. There you go. Provorov finds Dave. We get out of the zone. Let's not use their speed because or else we'll lose it too quick. And we got poke checked, but we still have energy, which is the most important part. Because if I would have used the speed burst, it would have just went way too quick. Oh, get it out, get it out. Draisaitl shots turned away. Provorov up to Dave. Dave will carry it into the Oilers zone. Still with it. Dave cuts back. Makes a great play. Gets around the defense. Still with it. Backhander wide. Mitch with it. Mitch to Dave. Dave looking around, throws over to Provorov. He's fans on the shot. And now Dave is going to have to defend again because it's a 3-on-3. McDavid shots turned away. Let's keep defending. Keep defending. Oh my goodness. There you go, DiGiuseppe. I got to go off on a line change. Whew. That was a little bit of a tough shift. A little bit of a tough one as our team will maybe get an empty net goal as they did pull the goalie. They didn't get an empty net goal, but we win 3-1 as we have tied this series up at 1. And we will be heading to Edmonton at least with a tied series, which is definitely better than being down 0-2. So, great response from our team. Now let's hope that we can carry this momentum into the next game as Dave does get third star, 2 assists, and 3 hits in this one. As without overtime, Dave still played 29 minutes and 10 seconds, which is the most on the team. Also 2 assists plus 2, 10 shots on goal, 348 of puck possession, and 3 hits. Alright, well, that's definitely a great response. Now, obviously, we got to try and see if we can find a way to get that series lead, which we have not had yet at this point. So, if we could find a way to win on the road, that'd be great. We're up to 30 points in 18 playoff games, 12 goals, 18 assists. It's been a historically great playoffs for Dave Bluzynski in his first ever showing. Let's once again save this before Game 3, just because obviously we don't want to lose anything like this. And let's see if Dave needs any energy back, which I think he probably will. Yes, he's going down kind of far. I think I'm going to spend multiple energy points here, get this back up to peak, keep 1 energy point. Hopefully we'll have more back before Game 4, though, because if not, obviously that would be pretty bad. Actually, we are going to get more back right before Game 3. That's good. So we could go into this game at peak health. which is great. And we'll have 6 energy points for the remaining games of the Stanley Cup Finals, I think. Or maybe up until Game 6. I'm not too sure. All right, let's see what we could do here. See if we can find a way to win on the road and get her done. I don't think I have a screenshot yet for the thumbnail of this episode, which is kind of surprising. I thought I took one already, but I guess I didn't. I'm definitely going to have to take one in this game. But let's see if we can find a way to take the lead in the series and build off what has been, I'd say, a pretty solid first 2 games, except for Game 1's defensive play. If only we would have found a way to win that triple overtime game, we could have been up 2-0 at this point, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's actually get a screenshot of Dave off the opening face-off as maybe a thing for the thumbnail. Normally we don't do this very often, but that way you can see who we're facing off against in this finals. It's not necessarily the most craziest screenshot, but it's definitely one that will show who we're facing off against in the Cup Finals. So yeah, we'll probably go with something like that, even though it's a basic ass screenshot. But let's see what we got here. Here comes Mitch early into the game. Mitch walking to the net, can't get a shot. Let's get back defensively again. There you go. Maybe I'll get a screenshot actually from the front perspective as well. Actually, sorry about this. I know it's just extra stuff added to the episode, but let's get a screenshot of Dave battling here with Zach Hyman. And obviously we want this more Dave focused, but let's go something like this as the potential thumbnail too. Perfect. All right, let's find a way to win this one. Matthews on the forecheck, trying to steal it, nearly did, throws a good hit, and Mitch throws down a huge hit. I think that was on McDavid too. So that's a good way to start us physically. Because if our team is throwing hits off the hop, now we just need to throw shots too, and we can definitely win a game like this. But Mitch got all of that hit as he just skates right through this and then destroys down McDavid. Surprised there was no response and no fight, but Mitch Marner is one of the most hitting players in the playoffs, him and Austin Matthews, just because Dave's out there when that happens. But let's find a way to get the lead early here, boys. Try and take their crowd out of it as much as possible. Riley finds Dave. Dave will carry it into the Oilers zone. Here comes Dave, walking in, still with it, shoots it, turned away. Dave gets that loose puck again. Dave holding on to that puck, still with it, throws it to Carlo. Carlo can't get a hard shot, but he found Matthews. Back to Dave, and that shot's turned away again, as we almost have full pressure. Now they'll come back into our zone again. Draisaitl barely got around Dave. Dave stakes with him. Draisaitl still walks in, gets a shot, and big save there from Wool. Now we got to go off on a change because the second line is out there. All right, Sim Engine, you got anything for us, or is this going to be one of those games that you're a bit more quiet again? There is a Sim Engine goal already, and it might be multiple. No, it's only one. The Oilers have taken the lead. I don't know who scored it for them, but that's not good. I don't like playing from behind too much. But we are out shooting them 8-4, so maybe we could find something here, unless Skinner is going to be completely on his game in this one. All right, get back defensively. Draisaitl's with it. Nice play, Mitch. Mitch looking around. He's got 3 guys on him, kind of. Mitch still with it. Draisaitl, or not Draisaitl, McDavid hits him. Dave came across and was going to throw a completely huge hit, but he did not connect. Now we got to get back again. Keep defending. Oh my goodness, McDavid's kind of open in front here. Don't want to leave him open. Oh my goodness, the Oilers are passing it a little bit scary right now. And they have full pressure. Oh, our team is playing a little bit weird right now. Come on, McCabe. There you go. All the way up. Marner just onside, but then he lost control of that puck. I don't know how he lost that puck so fast. But whatever. What was that pass, McCabe? Oh my goodness. Yeah, these games on the road are definitely going to be a lot tougher. I feel like Matthews has got a chance. Matthews all alone, and he got poke-checked, I think. As Domi tried to set him up, but he was low on energy. Sim Engine simulates 7 minutes of the first period. That's crazy, and now we're on the power play late. But we are not getting a lot of ice time in the early going into this game, which is kind of weird. Kind of out of the ordinary. One-timer from Mitch. Good chance there. That's turned away. Matthews will shoot. He'll hit the post. Dave gets it back, finds Nylander. His shot's deflected by Marner, and Skinner sees it. Our team's using the pressure system quite well in terms of getting some chances here. We just got to find a way to beat Skinner. Skinner, like I said, was decent last game. It's just that one period he wasn't, but some really good looks from our team to try and tie this one up. We got to get in front of Skinner's eyes a bit more. All right, come on, guys. Use this power play and tie this game up somehow. Matthews will steal the puck. Dave's got it now. Dave looking around, lost control of it, got it back again, finds a Nylander over to Marner in the slot, and another great passing play from our team as we're starting to get some really good looks. And we are doubling them up in shots almost too. All right, come on, guys. Don't want them to play good in front of their home fans because, like, if the Oilers play really good in their building, it's going to be really tough to beat them in the series. Dave looking around, will throw a shot to the net, deflected by Mitch, and he'll score. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see Mitch right there. I don't know where his deflection came from, but Dave just whips this to the net on a very low shot. And then Marner came out of nowhere and deflects this. As Dave and Marner have been really heating up in the series. As that's just a routine wrist shot. Like, see, Dave back skates, throws this low shot, and then Mitch is coming across the front. Maybe a forehand deflection. I'm not sure on this. Let's see. Oh, that was a nifty tip. I got to go back and look at the replay on that after this again. But, yeah, that's why you just throw something to the net sometimes. Like, I could have made a pass there for sure and set up, like, something. But instead, I just go for a routine low shot. And the crazy deflection in front by Mitch goes upstairs on Skinner. All right. Well, our team is absolutely killing it in terms of getting some goals from this top line especially. But that's a great power play goal. As, like I said, Dave kind of back skates here, throws a floater to the net. It's going towards the net, and then Mitch just pulls in this tip right there. It's a weird tip, and it's kind of up in the air, and it kind of curves, actually. What the heck? It curves in the air. So I think the game wanted us to score eventually or something, but very weird deflection, and Mitch finds the way to get it in. I will take it. I will take it. But this game is tied. And that's definitely a great way to end off this first period potentially because obviously maybe that could carry some momentum into the next period as Matthews steals the puck, finds Mitch again, and he's turned away as our team tries to go for two quick ones. All right, our team has woken up. We've woken up. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. There you go. Dave's got possession of the puck. He'll take his time. Oh my goodness. I didn't even see Dadonov over there until too late. Get away, Riley. There you go. Here's Carlo up to Dave again. Dave will look around, and Matthews found it back to Dave. Dave got pushed into the O-zone. Here's Carlo. Over to Dave. Dave cutting in with it. Still looking for an open man. He'll look around. He'll drop it back low. Matthews got it back to Dave. Dave will throw it back around. I didn't want him to throw it there. I wanted to throw that clearly to the point. I don't understand this game sometimes in terms of passing location. There you go. Let's go off on a line change. As this period is almost winding down, let's simulate to the end of it. And hopefully it remains tied, which it does. Okay, 1-1 after 1. Yeah, every game in this series has been pretty tight, I would say. Like last game, even though we won 3-1, I think it was definitely could have won either way in it. But a great tip there from Mitch. That goal was pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful. Don't think I've seen a better tip like that. All right, let's see what happens in the second period. See if we could build off some momentum after that Marner goal. And maybe we could get some more power play opportunities still too. And that could help us win this game. Alright, defend. There you go. Dave's picked that off. Here comes Dave into the Oilers zone. Dave will hold up to it. Kicks it back to the point. But unfortunately, Riley kind of peeled off. So he didn't expect me to kick it to him. Even though he probably should have. Riley finds it up to Matthews. Matthews to Marner. Marner carrying it into the Oilers zone. Marner looking around, shoots it. Skinner will make the save as Dave was way out wide, so Marner decides just to take it to the net instead. And like I said, we're badly out shooting them, but Skinner has been a big difference right now in this game. We got to keep on getting as much shots on him as possible because eventually he'll give up some more goals, I think. Matthews wins the draw. Dave goes to the front. Dave almost got that loose puck to go for a backhander, but unfortunately he got bodied off the puck too easily. Wow, that sauce actually got through Dave. That's kind of surprising. Oh my goodness, I thought there was going to be a rebound there. But I'm surprised that sauce got over Dave's stick. I thought I was going to knock it down. Because typically I do knock those plays down. Okay, we need to get out of our zone fast. I don't want to be in here too long again. And they get possession of the puck. Dave tries to cover Bouchard. Gets Bouchard to feint on it. Still gets him to feint on. Now he gets a shot and Woll will make the save. I don't know how that puck did not come out of the zone. I thought I was going to poke check it further than that, and then it just didn't. And I didn't want to trip him either, of course. But somehow Bouchard held onto that puck, got a shot, and now they almost have full pressure, which is scary. Nice shot block by Dave on Bouchard, and he hooks it down. Is this going to be icing? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, good. I wasn't too sure if they would actually call that icing or not. As Dave trying to throw some good forechecking on Darnell Nurse. Nice steal by Matthews on Bouchard. Matthews still forechecking. Bouchard looks around, finds Nurse. They try and get out, and they will. Let's get back again. We'll probably go on a line change soon as McDavid just skates in with a crazy hard backhander. Lowell makes the save. As once again, they almost have full pressure. And they will take us off, which is at least good. Alright, so mentioned, you got anything for us? No, it doesn't. So it still remains 1-1 halfway through the game. Just got to find a way to get that next one, because I think that next one's going to be very important in a game like this. It might be. Bouchard with a shot. Nice block by Dave, and then he still gets a shot, and it gets blocked by some other people. Bouchard still gets that puck again. Dave gets to that loose puck, but then lost it. Hyman's shot's turned away. Brady Shea, quick it up, finds Mitch. Mitch lost control of it. Dave gets that loose puck briefly, and then he gets hit. Here's Mitch again off the interception. Lost control of it. But yeah, Dave's doing a really good job of making sure that Bouchard bomb doesn't come to the net. Like, Bouchard's definitely the type of defender to take a lot of shots from the point. Dave knows that. So he's just making sure he gets into his lane as fast as he possibly can. Marner turns it over. Shea intercepts that. Pass from McDavid. Here's Shea again. Shea looking around. Dave will go to the front. Tries to pull a screen, but that shot goes way wide by Matthews or whoever that was. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't Matthews. I don't know who shot that. I didn't see. He was not fast enough. All right. Let's sim to our next shift. See if our team has anything here. Nope. Nothing so far in this period. But like I said, I think the next goal is going to be really important in this game. Shots are getting even closer now. We were badly out shooting them at one point, but now it's all of a sudden close again. So our team hasn't had the best second period here, but at least it's tied still. Here's Dave trying to get around their defense. He does get around it, shoots it, stopped it by Skinner, and the rebound too is stopped as Matthews gets a good look on that rebound. Dave will get to that loose puck here to keep it in the Oilers zone. Dave finds it to Mitch. Mitch back to Dave. Dave walks in, shoots it. Skinner makes another save on the blocker side. I don't know if that was necessarily the best look, but I didn't want to throw it back to the point and risk of an odd man rush the opposite way. All right. At least we have full pressure again. Let's see if Matthews can win it and we could get some net front chances here. Here we go. Dave trying to pull a screen. He blocks his own teammate shot. He gets that loose puck, but then he gets hit from behind. No penalty call. I'm surprised they don't call stuff like that cross-checking because I feel like that's close to cross-checking. Nice play by Dave to knock that down, but then he got poke-checked. Oh my goodness. Great shot block by Tanev. Great shot block. Oh! And then people leave Nugent Hopkins open in the slot, and Dave had to try and dive across. Oh man, this game just keeps going back and forth. Just like mostly every game in the series has been up to this point. And the coach is still going to keep us out there. So we got to make sure we play good for him defensively, so he can trust us in these situations a bit. Matthews wins it to the corner. Riley gets to it first. And at least our team's going to get out of the zone fast. Here's an odd man rush maybe if we could hurry. Marner. Oh, stopped by Skinner. I thought that Matthews was going to try and find Dave, but I'm okay with him going to Marner because Dave drove to net, so kind of opened it up a little bit. And they're going to still keep us out there. Oh my. Like, at least it's against their top line. Their top line shouldn't be as good defensively as they are offensively. Dave goes back to the front again, deflects it, and Skinner sees the deflection. Not a crazy hard deflection, but Dave's trying to get in front of Skinner's eyes again, just like Mitch did on his goal. All right, Sim Engine, anything for us? Nope, not so far. Still 2 minutes left in the period. This could end up being another one of those one-goal games, just like Game 1. All right, Matthews with some good stripping of the puck. He tries to make some move. Dave gets that loose puck. Dave holds up, looks around, finds Matthews. Matthews gets it back, maybe towards the point area. He does. Dave goes back to the front, deflects that chance, and that shot is turned away. Another good deflection from Dave. As Skinner's starting to read those deflections a lot better than the first one, obviously, from Marner. But that was a good chance there. Matthews has got it now. Matthews holding on to that puck. Matthews still with it, lost control of it, as there was a bit of a log jam going into that zone. Here's a shot from Evgeny Danov, and it's turned away. Nice poke check there by Matthews defensively. He'll look around and he'll hold it. Finds Marner just barely onside to Dave. Dave cuts in with it. Dave looking around for an opening. Finds it to Riley. Riley tried to throw it back. And Riley unfortunately can't get a shot there. And that will be the end of the second period, with it being a tie game at 1. All right. Not bad. I'm glad at least that it's a tie game. But I'd honestly have no idea how the rest of this game is going to go in terms of goal scoring, because it's been very even. Very even. The shots are almost close again, 26-20. Like I said, game 1 was even. Game 2 was still pretty even. It's a very small margin of error to win these games and score goals. So let's see what our team does here in this third period. See if we can find a way to take that series lead, as Matthews gets a shot in tight, and Skinner once again another save. Bouchard throws it up, turned it over to Carlo. Carlo will dump it back into the Oilers zone as Matthews will forecheck. Bouchard throws it to Nurse. And they get it out. No, they don't. That's barely kept in. A good chance, just barely turned away there. Another deflection chance. I think that was Matthews that tipped that. God damn. Dave staying with Draisaitl, throws him down a little bit. Don't want to get overly aggressive and take a penalty at this point in the game. Let's make sure we're covering that point still. Don't need to leave Bouchard or anybody open. There you go. Carlos got it. Finds Dave. Dave tries to get around Bouchard. He does. Dave walks in, and shot is turned away by Skinner. And they pass it out. Dave nearly stole it back, as Dave could have went for a pass there, but I don't really trust our team with the passing. Oh my goodness, McDavid somehow is turned away. And we get out of the zone. Okay, good. I thought they were going to score on that rebound chance. That was scary. All right, Sim Engine, don't do anything, please, unless you're going to do something for us. Okay, they give us a 4-on-4. McCabe's in the box for us. You're Venti for them, so we'll be going to a power play once this 4-on-4 is done. It's only for a second, too, so we're literally on the power play, basically, as Matthews wins that draw, but the Oilers will clear it. And, yeah, now we have a full, pretty much power play. So this could be a big point in this game to try and get that lead. Matthews throws it up to Provorov. Provorov is playing forward because Mitch is still out, not out there yet, because we don't have our normal power play out there. Here comes Dave. Tries to get around Nurse. He'll hold on to it. Dave throws it into the middle, and I don't know why McCabe was the one driving the net. Provorov's hanging back on defense more. I wonder if Marner's going to get out there soon, because I would like him out there. Draisaitl short-handed and stopped by Woll. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you have that many defenders out there on a power play unit, but it's because of the 4-on-4 that's like this. Like, I'm not going out on a line change, but McCabe definitely should be. Come on, Tanev, get it. Oh my goodness, McDavid, what the hell? McDavid is insane with the puck sometimes, and he still has it. Oh my goodness, how does he still have this puck? Nice job, Dave. Good job stealing that puck. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I almost thought I was going to put that in the net. There we go. Bank that up. Dave draws another penalty. I think McDavid took a penalty. I have no energy here, but let's just throw a shot towards the net. Lose control of that puck. 5-on-3 for 30 seconds. Is, yeah, Connor McDavid gets way over aggressive there because he didn't score on his play, and then he gets really mad and he takes down Dave. That actually might be a good screenshot going up against McDavid like that. Let's actually get the screenshot of that, just because it's a battle with the best player in the world, right? So let's let's go with something like that. That's actually kind of cool. Oh my goodness. At least it's a McDavid in the box, because that will give us, our team, maybe a better chance, but unfortunately we're not going to be out there for the beginning of this. We're not going to be out there for any of it. God damn. Alright, well, it sucks our team didn't score, but 6:41 left in this game still. Maybe there'll be another overtime scenario. Oh my goodness, Radek Faksa walked all alone. Veleno gets a chance too, as their fourth line that won that one game in overtime is out there. And that is not the type of line we want to be out there against fully, but maybe it is. Mitch looking around, finds Dave. Dave holds up, shoots it with Mitch driving in net. That's turned away. There's not really much else to do in that situation, I don't think. Ooh, good hit there, Mitch, as he threw down Veleno. Mitch has it again, finds Dave. Dave holds up, looking around, looking still, shoots it, deflected by Mitch, and he finds the loose puck, but he can't get another shot. Matthews. Dave. Dave will try to open up some ice. Oh my goodness, I went off sides. That still goes towards the net. That was kind of weird. I almost went offsides because I spun accidentally. I honestly did not try to press that button. Hyman's shot turned away by Wool. That's a huge save. With their top line being back out there again. I did not want to do the spin deke whatsoever when I was in the O-zone, but whatever, almost worked. But I don't like that we're now back in the defensive zone. Alright. Let's get out fast. It's late in the game. We don't need to be in here too long. There we go. Good job, boys. Good job. Great breakout. That's a lot better than sometimes what we do in breakouts. Nice pick off by Matthews, but then he turned it right back over. Dave will try and get back defensively as Hyman breaks in for the Oilers. Nice poke check. McDavid will score. Are you kidding me, guys? That's not a play that you should be allowing a goal on. I'm not blaming Wool on this play. What the hell is Jake McCabe doing? This is a late goal from the Oilers. It's a routine 2-on-3. And somehow they're going to score on this. As Dave poke checks, it still goes towards the net. And McCabe just does not know how to defend Connor McDavid. He's been all around the net today, and that might be the difference maker right there in this game. But, yeah, I don't know what the hell McCabe does there. Absolutely disappointing goal to give up. And they take our line off there, so I don't even know if I'm going to get another shift left after this. God damn it, man. Let's see. Are they going to give us another shift? They might. Sim Engine, no. They gave the Oilers an empty net power play goal from Draisaitl. We're going out there with 8 seconds left, so this is just a petty shift. The Oilers are going to respond and take a 2-1 series lead into next episode, which is not good. Because that means we need to make sure that we come out flying in next episode, kind of like what we did against Florida, but that's a tough loss. Because that one probably shouldn't have happened. Probably should have got that game to overtime. But Jake McCabe just does not know how to defend the best player in the world. He could have played him a lot better than that, threw a hit or something. And instead he lets him walk a backhander at the net. And unfortunately that one handcuffed Wool. But that is a tough loss. Skinner did a big difference in that game too. We got to do a better job containing that top line hitters, I guess. But unfortunately we consider ourselves a -1 because the point we had was a power play point. We played 22 minutes, 8 shots on net, 234 of puck possession, and 2 hits. But yeah, that's a tough game. That's our first game without multiple points in quite a while. But the more disappointing thing is the fact that we lost that game despite outshooting them 37-31. Like I said, we should have found at least a way to get that game to overtime, but a late collapse. And now we got to make sure that next episode we could win 3 before they win 2. Or else we end up losing in this Cup Finals if that happens. So, anyways, well, at least it's been a solid start to the Cup Finals in terms of Dave's stats. But I want to find a way to win the Stanley Cup before we end up leaving potentially to free agency, right? So, let's just make sure this is simmed up for next episode and make sure Dave is fully healthy for next episode too. Because obviously, we do not want him to get injured in any of these Cup Finals games. And we want to make sure that he's got as much speed as possible too. All right, last thing we got to take a look at before we end off this episode is just Dave's stats and how good this playoffs has been for him. But I think if we can find a way to win the Stanley Cup, Dave should easily be a favorite for the Conn Smythe. As you can see, through 19 games, he's got 31 points. He's a +16, 136 shots, 8.8 shooting percentage, 3 game-winning goals, 5 power play points, averaging still 26 minutes of ice time a game, which is insane. And then we have 62 hits, 12 block shots, 62 giveaways, 41 takeaways. The fact we're still blocking shots, throwing hits and all that while having over point per game is awesome. So it's been a good start, like I said, to this Cup Finals. But I feel like maybe we could obviously do a little bit more. But we've already got 5 points in 3 games. It's just all about obviously capitalizing a bit more. Like we only have the 1 goal so far on the Oilers. So I think we need to start scoring more goals just to help our team close out games a bit better. So hopefully that's something we can maybe do in the next episode. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Dave Bluzynski Be a Pro. So in next episode, we'll find out if Dave can win the Stanley Cup against the Oilers or if he'll end up losing it or not. But we got to find a way, like I said, just to win 3 games out of the next possible 4. And if we could do that, we could obviously win ourselves our first Stanley Cup and hopefully a Conn Smythe as well alongside that. But we got to do a better job, I think, containing McDavid and Draisaitl, and I think our offense needs to be maybe a bit more consistent too. So let's think that below, and I'll see you guys next time.